Guys, this is Beaker12, and we're back for Star Wars TIE Fighter. So, just kind of going back and seeing my first video. My first video was really long. It's probably because I ended up doing way better than I originally expected on doing, so I wanted to include all of it. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go into the tech room. We're going to reiterate why Star Wars TIE Fighter is a little bit different than Star Wars X-Wing. You have to approach it a little bit differently, and then we'll jump into Sim 2. So, we're going to start off with the TIE Line Fighter, which is the standard TIE Fighter. It's 100 on the speed, 2 laser cannons, and 15 for its armor. And it's decently big, 10 meters. And this is with all the standard, laser charge settings, the engine charge settings, all the power levels as per standard. So it's going to give me 100 on max speed. Alright, so let's start looking at its main adversary, which would be the X-Wing. Alright, cool. So the X-Wing here, a little bit longer craft. 100 again for this top speed. 4 laser cannons, so twice the firepower. It's got the torpedo launchers. Again, 3 to 4 times now. The firepower of the TIE Line Fighter. On top of that, it's got shields and a hyperdrive. So the shields are going to give it an extra, I want to say, here it is, 50 points in terms of health. And then another 5 extra of the armor as opposed to the TIE Fighter. So the main adversary completely and totally outguns. And then of course here you have the Y-Wing. It's a little bit bigger craft, slower, lots of weapons, even better shields, even better armor. The A-Wing, fast, still has a lot of weapons available to it, and then it's also got shields with the same armor plating as a standard TIE Fighter would. But again, much quicker, much faster craft. The B-Wing, this thing's huge, so easy to hit probably, as well as decently fast with a large amount of weapons available to it. The shields are stupid on this thing. We got 125 and then 60 for the hull plating. So, starting out in X-Wing, you had all these tools available to you. Your X-Wing was just as fast with 4 times the amount of firepower, hyperdrive, shields, and even better armor plating than a TIE Fighter. Now you have a TIE Fighter where you're lucky if you have an ejection seat, 2 laser cannons. You're fast as crap, but you have no armor plating, no hyperdrive, no shielding, etc. So all the things you took for granted in X-Wing you now have to deal with. And in we go for the simulator. So we're going to do mission 2. It has to do with flight leader, following your flight leader, using memory presets and targeting systems.
This mission recreates a typical rebel raid on an Imperial Navy supply depot. 6 TIE fighters from Alpha Squadron are maintaining a standard orbital patrol around Platform Depot 5. You will be expected to follow your flight leader's lead and do as he does. If Alpha 1 is taken out, Alpha 2 will assume command of the rest of TIE Fighter Group Alpha. Your primary objective is to intercept the raiders and destroy them.
Okay, so X-Wings and Y-Wings looks like.
Your secondary objective is to destroy any rebel craft attempting to steal supplies. Enter the simulation now and follow in-flight instructions carefully.
Okay, so this should be relatively easy to kind of show what you're supposed to do.
Alpha 2, press the T key to target Alpha 1, which is your flight leader.
Okay, there's Alpha 1. I'm on his wing.
Press Shift F5 to assign Alpha 1 to memory location F5.
Okay, done. Holding good formation.
Target platform depot and assign to memory location F6.
6.
Now press the F5 key, then Shift R for Alpha 1 status report.
Okay, it's reporting in, patrolling for craft to attack, which is about the same.
First, target your flight leader with the F5 key.
Okay.
Then use the threat display by hitting the Z key and attack his target.
So Z key, it's going to waypoint 2, wherever that happens to be. Okay, it's going after Blue 1, which now I have to find. Okay.
TIE Fighter Alpha, we have rebel raiders exiting hyperspace.
Alright, cool, here they come. So, we're going to be rolling in on this guy. I'm going to go single shot. I've already increased my laser power.
Bad news, we
There's
now
this
have
wingman.
4 Y-Wings attacking the platform.
Okay. Holy crap, look at that guy. So, that was relatively easy. The lead just got fucked up.
Excellent shooting, Alpha
Okay.
2.
Alright, I'm gonna go after this X-Wing, which is currently forward of us. He's coming after me, so I don't want to be anywhere near him. And he's dead, awesome. Gold 2, however, is over here. Kind of worried about friendly fire at this point.
2 more X-Wings just joined the post. Excellent work.
Alright, cool. Red 2, let's go after this guy. He's not that far away, but he's also coming right at us. So again, head-to-heads with a TIE fighter is suicide. I will kick your ass, but my entire flight is headed toward him. So, trying to close on this guy. I want to take him out. Okay, after this guy.
Good hunting, Alpha 2.
Okay, go after the Y-Wing. He's currently going away from me. Okay, I'm going to pour a lot of my energy now back into my engines so I can try to close with this guy. This Y-Wing is oddly fast for some reason. Okay, cool. I'm starting to get that angle on him now. Alright, I'm going to start pumping laser energy back in. So they're already engaging. Looks like they're going after the lead. I'm going to go after his wingman. Holy shit, yeah.
Superb hunting, Alpha 2.
Okay, that took wildly longer than I expected.
Rebel heavy lifters have entered the area and are going for our supplies. Good shooting, Alpha 2.
Okay, where's he at? He's over here. Wow, we're tearing him up. Look at this crap. Okay. He's got a lot of damage on him. I'm trying not to hit my friendlies because they're a lot more vulnerable.
Good work.
Okay, I'm trying to charge my lasers because I'm depleting them extremely fast. These Y-Wings do not go down easy with their full shields and their full health. Okay, I'm getting long distance shots on him because he's making his run toward the... Okay, I'm on his ass.
Excellent shooting.
Here we go. Here's his buddy.
Objectives complete. The Emperor will be pleased. Keep up the good work, Alpha 2. You're doing well. The raiders have been stopped. Excellent, Judy. Excellent work, Alpha 2. Secret mission objectives complete.
Okay, so let's go after this guy here. Yeah, they're going after him.
Destroyed. Target destroyed.
Okay, cool. Yeah, these are the heavy lifters.
Imperial class Star Destroyer Colossus to TIE Fighter Alpha. It looks like you need some help. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Okay, we got friendlies coming in. Might have to go after this guy.
This is Alpha 1. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Okay.
Superb work, Alpha 2. Secondary mission objectives complete. Well, the rebels certainly are getting bolder. Too bad for them, they're not getting any smarter.
Okay, the Colossus is about 5 clicks out. It's behind us. Yeah, so friendlies are arriving. So I'm gonna go back to what I was doing before. Where's my wingman? Or my lead, my flight lead. Cool, so I'm gonna head back to flight lead. I don't currently have any other targets to go after that I know about. Hit spacebar to activate tractor beam and into the hangar. Does that mean I won? Makes it sound like I won. Cool. Can't always tell, you know? Alright, cool. So, I'm gonna go back to the station. But yeah, it definitely looks like we won. I don't think we lost any ties. We destroyed a bunch of fighters.
Alpha 2, commence boarding. Boarding operation complete.
Okay. So it's telling me to board. Which, I'm trying to... Okay, there we go. Cool. I had to get closer and hit the spacebar. Okay, I'm going to save this. Sim 2. And leave. Cool. So all the primary mission objectives were complete. So hit at least 75% of the X-Wings and the Y-Wings. We destroyed all of the heavy lifters after we rolled in hard on the fighter escort. The bonus goals were to kill all of the Y-Wings and the X-Wings. And a bunch of our containers survived. Cool. So, historical mission 2 or combat mission 2, whatever. So, 50% or so weapons impact, so good. Decent percentage. I got a medal. Ooh. Next page. So, all of the mission goals were completed. And I killed 2/3 of the X-Wings and most of the Y-Wing force by myself. However, all of my friends, my flight lead members, have hit all the heavy lifters. So that was just a six TIE Fighter escort. It's like half a squadron, or whatever the Imperial equivalent was. At least the Rebel equivalent of squadron is 12, last I remember, from the Rogue Squadron books. So, like, half a squadron took out, what? Last page? No? Okay.
You have demonstrated the ability to defeat an enemy attack.
Okay, cool.
You have demonstrated the ability to defeat an enemy attack.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Fantastic. Okay, cool, sorry. Yeah, so how many enemies total were there? Okay, so there was a squadron. 6 X-Wings, and there's a half a squadron of X-Wings, half squadron Y-Wings combined. So, cool. And us as a single half squadron of TIE Fighters took them out. Pretty awesome. So, what we captured, cool. Just captured 1, got it. Awesome. So that's Sim Mission 2. We kind of went over in the beginning. Types of ships, So first off, the TIE line fighter, which you should be starting off with at least to get familiar with TIE fighters and how they're operating. And then going into basically your main adversaries is your X-wing, your Y-wing, A-wing, and B-wing, and all those tools that you had in Star Wars X-Wing, or if you haven't played Star Wars X-Wing, knowing the concept of being a TIE fighter pilot. And I think this one was even better than the first one because now it's swarm tactics, which is what you'll be used to doing as a TIE fighter. So there's several times here in this mission where I was afraid for my life because I thought I was just going to get hit by a wingman going after the same target that I was. But the swarm tactic overall more or less works out. Be careful about what you shoot and how you go about your maneuvering because your wingman will go after you if you line yourself up into a bad place. That happened in X-Wing plenty of times where I hit a wingman trying to roll out of an attack, or I roll in and I hit him by accident because he's going after a different guy, you name it. And a TIE fighter is infinitely more dangerous now than it was in X-Wing. And then on top of that, you basically have very little tools. So far what's helping me in this game is fly like a TIE fighter pilot. Like, go fast, use your maneuverability. That's the main strengths you have, is your speed and your maneuverability, and be aggressive with it, but not so aggressive that you're doing like head-ons with X-Wings. I did that earlier and ate shit for it. But use your speed and maneuverability to basically get onto the backside of your target, stay there and stay there forever until you kill them, and then press on to the next threat and use your swarm tactics. But this is TIE Fighter 101 × 2, and this is Beaker signing off. We'll see ya.